Hello everyone, I'm Hidden Truths. The date is April 26, 1986. The place, Pripyat. The time, 1:23 a.m. The world is just minutes away from witnessing one of the most terrifying events in history. Do you want to see what a person's ego can lead to? Chief Engineer Anatoly Dyatlov ignored the advice given to him and took control of the nuclear facility. He was so confident in his abilities that he decided to reduce the reactor's power output from the set 700 1000 MW to just 200 mWh. He believed that by doing so, the reactor could handle worse situations and wanted to test it. He was so self-assured that he never listened to anyone else's advice. The result? 50 fuel rods in the reactor shattered due to overheating, releasing an enormous amount of energy. This led to the explosion of the reactor, an explosion of the nuclear power plant. 50 tons of nuclear fuel were released into the atmosphere, which was 10 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. "700 tons of radioactive granite were released into the area. Now we are watching satellite footage of how this radiation cloud spread across the world. The radiation clouds first moved westward, then headed north, and finally progressed southward. This radiation spread poses a significant threat to the entire world. The images before us are truly frightening and dangerous. The scene is truly terrifying. The entire world is being affected by this explosion, leading to numerous problems and health-threatening situations as a result. Looking at the map, we can see that Europe was exposed to intense radiation, and over the years, cancer rates have doubled. Yes, the world was subjected to a deadly poison, but this was not the end. It was just the beginning. Nearly 1,000 workers came to clean up the debris that day, without proper precautions, and within 15 days, hundreds of them had died. But what happened to those who survived? The cancer rate in the surrounding area increased 200 times above normal. As a result, nearly 20,000 people committed suicide. Many of the survivors and the children born to them would become the innocent victims of this disaster. We asked those who witnessed the catastrophe what really happened that day.
Значит, мощность взрыва, я не могу сейчас вам точно сказать, какая была мощность взрыва, но могу только сказать, что шатер, весь железобетонное все ограждение было, так сказать, нарушено, и все это было как во время бомбежки какой-то. Картина была страшная.
Смены всегда ходили сюда на стадион играть. Ну, а теперь здесь тишина. Никто не бегает. Бегали всегда здесь все, кто бегом занимался. Дорожки были всегда все заняты. Нет, здесь не было. 1 мая здесь уже никого не было. Но здесь Припять эвакуировали 27 апреля. Очень быстро эвакуировали, так что 1 мая здесь не было никого. Даже мы уезжали последние, вот наша лаборатория, наш отдел, и уже никого не было, уже никто не жил здесь. Уже просто ходили по домам и смотрели, где кто остался. Потому что здесь несколько старух оставалось больных, которые не смогли эвакуироваться. А так уже никого не было, пустой был город.
Now let's take a look at the area where the explosion occurred. 30 years later, the city has begun to recover. Just like nature's remarkable ability to renew itself, the places where children once ran and played joyfully are now left to decay and are completely deserted. Hospitals remain abandoned just as they were on that day. Here is a school. A gymnasium under renovation was left just as it was. The summary of the event is as follows. The explosion released 8 tons of nuclear gas and 115,000 people were evacuated. A total of 500,000 personnel were involved, and 34 people lost their lives immediately due to the explosion. Some survivors continued to live under the effects of this radiation for years, essentially forced to continue their lives in this condition. A video of a soldier being attacked by people allegedly mutated due to radiation. It's unclear how real this video is, but 30 years later, Alimya from the village that opened its doors to people for the first time recounts those days.
We are currently in Sebelia. Next to me is Grandma Hacha Alimya.
Those days were very difficult. I didn't flee the city. Instead, I survived for years on the fruits and purslane I found in the forest. Since that day, I haven't eaten a single gram of meat. And now, you've come all the way to my door on what happens to be my special day.
There are talks about some mutated creatures existing in Chernobyl. Officials are constantly conducting investigations to explore such rumors. So far, there have been no confirmed reports of any creatures. I'm Hidden Truths. Please don't forget to subscribe and support me for more videos like this. See you in the next video.